Emily's here from Emily's Visions. There's been a bit of a gap with these recordings because summer holiday's been going on. We've got a few more days that are sort of less sunny now. We're kind of coming towards, and the apple trees are dropping their leaves. It's heading towards autumn. So I just wanted to talk today about end of Holiday-itis. Because I think we all experience some of that. I've certainly spent years being, particularly as a parent, the holidays are wonderful because you get to spend more time with your kids, and you can go out and do some things, and there aren't the time restraints that you get when you're when they're at school. Aeroplane, bit one. But after a while, I would say it depends upon my stamina. Sometimes, as an epileptic, but all parents, when we start out, we probably got great plans for what we're going to do for the summer. And when it gets to this stage, which is basically a week to go, there are some things that we just didn't get around to. So maybe we feel a bit disappointed about that. We also, I find that everybody's been living together in a small situation, for quite a while. So there's been good times and there's been bad times, and everybody's a bit tired of hanging out with each other. So yeah, it's a tough one, and I just wanted to kind of take the opportunity to really talk about that and acknowledge that, because I remember when my kids were very small and at primary school, and the teacher saying brightly to me, "Enjoy your holiday," and I could tell that she was going to enjoy her holiday because she was not having to look after kids so much for the next 6 weeks. But of course for me it was the opposite of the case. So and it's interesting because I think we get nervous about talking about these things because, we these days, I think with the internet, everyone's more and more of an equal footing. The younger people get, more vocal earlier, and they have their own. They can all communicate with each other, and they have a bigger world to engage in earlier. Than was my experience when I grew up. The internet really didn't exist, so all we had was our the people that we were definitely going to be hanging out with today. We didn't have any other real contact. So yeah, it can be a bit of a frantic time, and I've found this summer exhausting at times, and then it's been hard for me to remember sometimes because I'm so tired. It's been hard for me to remember that actually, it's not my job to provide a perfect experience, and also, it's an intense time, and when it's an intense time, we need to go easy on ourselves and not worry about completing all the things that are on the lists that we've made up, practical ones that I'm just having to right now think, I'll get around to that later, after probably a week of regular routine. My energy will come back, and I'll be able to do those practical things that I need to do. Fantastic things that I planned that didn't quite come together because either we didn't have the money, or we didn't have the time, or it turned out that everyone was a bit tired and grumpy that day, or the weather was not quite right, all of these things. And I think these things don't tend to get spoken about, but life is full of challenges, and challenges tend to be nice to feel if the challenges were all like they all took they were all a sort of shape of, say one of those hero movies where this is the problem, this is the solution, so we have to be a particular hero like this, and we have to apply ourselves to that specific thing, and then the whole thing will get sorted. But actually, most of the challenges of the daily life are things like we've run out of tea, or so-and-so's in a mood, or we would like to go out right now, but you know, there's a ton of laundry that needs doing, and we've got a party in a couple of days, and I definitely need that sweater, you know. Silly little things that, you know, we find it hard to give ourselves credit for, but I want to say that even if we haven't got children and we go on holiday, I think sometimes too we have this pressure coming to the end of the holiday. Like, say we're in a lovely place, we'll go, oh, we're going to this place, and maybe we look at the brochures beforehand, and we can go, oh, I'll visit that place, and then I'll do this, and while I'm at it I'll take a good few photos of such and such, and then when we get there we find other things happen. You know, it takes us longer to book into the hotel, very stupid things that, you know, if anyone said, have you had a good holiday, you know, you wouldn't want to kind of go on about the difficulties that actually you were given the wrong room, so then you had to wait for everything to be transferred. And I mean, you can talk about that, but there are only certain types of friends will want to listen. So but still, so we can give ourselves a hard time. I think, oh goodness, you know, we've come to this special place and there was this big long list of fantasy things that I wanted to get up to, and instead I've just ended up living my life in this place and I haven't got round to doing those things. Oh, how will I squeeze it all in for the last day? And actually, ironically, we end up missing out on things if we do that. So I've just trying to kind of right now calm down, enjoy the fact that the apples are nearly ready to harvest, and whenever I feel disappointed that I either haven't got round to something, or that something's more difficult than or fiddly than I wanted it to be, just to kind of recognise that I'm really tired, and also I'm working with people who are really tired, and you know, we might not like work and school sometimes, but you know, we know it because it's what we do, and once we get back to a rhythm of it, you know, it creates a certain space, you know, that we can then start looking at the list of things that we'd like to get around to as a normal person. So yeah, that's all for today. Yeah, look, I'm looking forward to getting on with a few things once I start feeling more human. I hope everyone's well, and I wish you much happiness getting back into the routine, your routines, yes, when they resume. Okay, nice to talk to you. Bye.